don't have much on my resume of things I watched this week, but I did watch a classic with Matt last night. And let me tell you, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wait, what
I,
I'm on
I'm
the edge
gonna,
of my seat.
I'm gonna tell you, I watched it when I was younger, haven't watched it in so long. And it's one of those movies everyone says it's one of the greatest movies ever. The Notebook.
Oh, what do you want to eat?
What do you want to eat? We watched The Notebook because I really wanted to watch like a fuzzy romantic kind of love story. And it didn't hit me. It didn't hit
But you've
me
seen it before.
when I was way younger. Like I'm serious. Like I hadn't watched since I was way younger. So I was expecting it to like hit me hard.
It seems like a slow. I've never seen it, but all the clips that I've seen from it and just the premise, I feel like it's probably like a slow movie.
It is. It is a slow movie. And it just didn't hit me that hard. And I'm really upset about that because I love a warm, fuzzy, romantic, dramatic movie that gets my heart and soul crushed on the ground and picked back up and repaired like a Band-Aid. But
What was it
something
missing?
I I
Also,
it's
you were like you're in a Ryan Gosling phase, right?
I am. It wasn't him and it wasn't her. It was just a bit boring.
When is it supposed to be set? Like what time period?
It's set in the 1940s in South Carolina, but the book was North Carolina.
That's an interesting plot
Interesting.
change.
Yeah, creative change there. Did
Yeah.
you know that when they cast Ryan Gosling in this, they were trying to cast like an ugly guy, and they cast
Really?
Ryan Gosling? Also, did you know that they fucking hated each other when they got casted, and then they fell in love and started dating?
Ryan Gosling and Rachel
Rachel
McAdams?
McAdams, they hated each other.
Why?
I don't know, they hated each other, and then they fell in love.
Wait, did they start? I didn't know that they dated in real
Yeah,
life.
they dated. Oh
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep. So I
I
just have to
need I
say,
need
and
you to
like
watch La La Land. I need you to watch that movie.
I have to watch La La Land. I need to be in the right setting for like a movie
Don't
night.
let the intro steer you away because
That's what happened the last time I put it on. The intro's too much. I was like, oh,
you could
he's not.
almost skip that if you want, like, and
Yeah,
just start the movie.
yeah. I'm definitely going to. I feel like bad that I feel this way about The Notebook because like it's such a classic. Everyone's like The Notebook is such a classic. I almost
Honestly,
I
though,
never even went
remember,
back and watched.
I feel like I looked it up or it was like a Rotten Tomato movie one time, and like I feel like it low-key doesn't have like the best review. Like,
I kind of was like really bored.
yeah, it has a 54%. Not that that's like
Okay. Yeah, but
the end
that's
all
not
be all,
like it's
but
not 100%.
it's not like critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I just was like really bored by it. And that upset me because I always looked at The Notebook's a classic and I don't find myself watching it in the future again. So I'm gonna give that people are gonna be really upset. I'll give it a B minus just for the
Oh,
sake
I
of
thought you were gonna go lower. You're just
no,
scared of the
I'll give it
people.
a B minus. It's still a beautiful, story. But it just was slow.
I was ready for you to give it like a D.
No, no, no. No, it's not bad. It's just not in my head what I built it up to be. Um Tell Me Lies episode 4. I'm behind.
Uh,
Um I'm gonna give it B plus. Episode 4, I'll give a B plus. I'm a little behind, so I have some stuff to catch up on. But this show has me so hooked.
oh,
Like
I'm hooked
I,
now.
I can't help but be hooked to this show. And I can't help but think Bree with the teacher just is making me sick to my stomach. This like I'm just over it. I'm just over the teacher thing. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, it just falls back into like there's no likable characters, but like the more this season go, Brie was one of like at one point like the only
Mhm.
like redeemable people on the show. She's like fully like lost me now. Like I mean, it's like obviously the professor is like it's not good for that to be happening, but like she's like openly talking about it to her friends and knows that it's not good that she's like having an affair with this guy, but just keeps doing it because she like likes it. Like
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly doing it just to feel something. Like she feels like she got fucked over and now she's doing to feel something and it's a mess. But this show is obviously so good. But that's what I watched this week. What did you watch this week?
Okay, I this feels forever ago, but I've been like randomly watching Suits. That's just like a B show at this point to me. It's
That's
just
your go-to randomly. It's like I'm watching Suits.
yeah, it's just like one of those where I'm like, there's nothing on, or like I don't really want to commit to like paying attention to something. Like let me just pick up where like I really just pick up after like months of not watching Suits. Like I watched it yesterday, but it's always entertaining, but it's just like the same thing. And like Mike being in jail is just like it's just gone on way too long. Like
Mhm.
they just need to get past that. But I'll give it a B. I'm on season 6. Like at this point, I'm just like I have to finish it. Like I'm only a few seasons away. Like I just gotta finish it. But I'm assuming like it only gets worse as the seasons
Mhm.
go on. Yeah, I watched Tell Me Lies 4 and 5, so I won't like spoil anything. But um, I'll give it a B plus. Honestly, I think I had it at a B, but B plus. Like I'm just so locked in. Like it's just so crazy and like
Yeah. And what
they're
else are we
just
supposed to be locked into right now, you know?
yeah, and they're just such bad people. It's just like shocking. Like you never think Steven can like shock you with how bad he is, and then he does. Um, yeah, I won't say anything because this last episode was good.
I'm
Um,
excited to watch. I'm excited to catch
yeah,
up.
and then yeah, the next one comes out tomorrow. So, um, okay, so at when we were at Fran's wedding or at the house we were staying at for Fran's wedding, I had like really bad acid reflux one night. I don't know if I told you this, but like
No.
it was the night where like I scared everyone in the house because I like knocked into a
Yes,
piece
we
of
thought that there
furniture.
was somebody breaking
It
in.
was
Yeah.
because I was like I need to go get water like and
Hmm.
I was like I can't lay down because like whatever. So I'm like I gotta watch something. So I just rewatched Leave the World Behind randomly like the whole
That's
movie.
the movie that you
It just
chose?
was like I'm just like scrolling Netflix and I'm like all right I guess that
Noah, that's so dark.
but I forgot about it and then I was like, let me rewatch this. And it's very good. I mean, it's scary, obviously, because like out
Mhm.
of all like the those type of movies, like I just watched Civil War recently, but like this one seems like the most realistic where it's like and everyone's always talking about like what if we get hacked or what if this happens? Like
Mhm.
um and all the great actors in it. I'll give that an A minus like on the rewatch, but like great movie, scary.
Mhm.
And it does make me think like if something like that were to ever happen in real life where like all like technology is kind of like gone, I'd be so fucked. Like
Mhm.
I really like I don't think I could get I know New York City pretty well, but like I couldn't like get out of this area. I don't know where I'm going. Like I
Really?
honestly can't drive. Like when people say, "Oh, like what highway are you taking?" Like if I'm going on a road, I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm just following the
Same.
map.
Oh,
They're like,
same.
take I-95. I'm like, that means nothing to me. I
Right.
don't know
They're
what
like,
that
take this
means.
road to that road. I'm like, I'm gonna look at my GPS.
Isn't it crazy that like our parents and just anyone who lived like did that?
I
I
mean,
remember them holding maps and stuff.
same. I remember being in the car driving to Florida and my mom holding up a map in the passenger seat to tell my dad where to go. Like, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, it is, but it
Like,
is
okay,
bad.
Christopher Columbus in the front seat.
No,
Like,
yeah.
that's crazy.
But that's like what we would have to do. Like if this happened tomorrow and we like had to drive somewhere, we'd have to like find a real
Yeah.
map and then it's like I don't know what I'm doing.
What are
Uh
we? We're Magellan? Like, I don't know. What do you think I'm doing?
yeah, no. But that was a good one. Uh Julia Roberts is always good. I've watched the last couple episodes of Industry. It's starting to pick back up. It's starting to pull me back in. Season 3. I don't know how many episodes are left. Or I don't that might have been the finale yesterday, but I don't know. Um, but I'm kind of getting pulled back in. Kit Harington's back, which is good. Um, I'll give that a B plus, the last couple episodes. Yeah. And Monsters. Have you watched that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you wouldn't. I would if you would have
I
told me.
want I want to watch.
But I feel weird about like saying it's good because I'm
Right,
seeing
right,
so many
right.
mixed things about like it's not true and like they're
Right. And he
glorifying
didn't
it.
and he didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah, and then like I'm seeing the comparisons about like the actual footage and everything, and it is kind of I don't know what to believe because
Mhm.
just on its own, I'm like I was entertained. Like it was a little bit
Yeah, you don't have
like
to rate it because it's like,
yeah,
you know.
I mean I was gonna give it like a B.
Mhm.
Like it was entertaining, but I just am not sure they do seem more sympathetic in the actual footage that I'm watching. Like compared to like the show, they seem like more like sociopaths. But I don't know. I don't know what to believe. And then I'm seeing like I just saw that they were like reunited or getting reunited for the first time. Like they're going to the same jail for the first time in like 30 years, which is crazy to me that
Mhm.
like they haven't seen each other and now
Yeah,
they're going to be
I'm not
together.
like totally familiar with the story, so
Yeah, I didn't know like the real like I just knew the general story, but if like any of this was true, it's an insane story.
mhm.
And also like just acting alone, like the two guys who were the brothers, were really good. Um, so I would say it's worth the watch, but it's like I don't know what's true or what's not.
All right, it's a controversial opinion
Yeah.
right now.
Um, I've been watching I watched the first two episodes of The Penguin on Max.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but honestly, I think you would because I had this thought while I was watching it. One, Colin Farrell is like unrecognizable. It's crazy. Wait, did you ever
Hmm.
watch the Robert Pattinson Batman or no?
No, I never ended up watching it.
Because Colin
I
Farrell
tried
like
to watch it on a plane and I shut it off.
yeah, because he had a small part in that, and then I think that this whole series is like setting up the next
Mhm.
movie.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, but he's so good. Like you honestly don't remember. Like you have to remind yourself that's Colin Farrell. Like if you just watch this, you like forget. You just think it's like a different actor. Um, but I had this thought, and then I saw someone else say it on TikTok as well, where it's like it feels like it's Tony Soprano. Like it feels like The Sopranos, but it's the Penguin. But it feels like he feels very similar um, to that guy. Like he's like this cutthroat murderer, but then he has like these funny moments and like these relatable moments with like his mom
I
and
like that. Yeah, I
with
like
like
that.
so and like this kid that was trying to steal from him, he almost killed, but now he's like his assistant. Like
Mhm.
I like it. It's really
I think
good.
I actually think I am interested in that
It's good. Like
because
honestly, I
my
think
whole thing with like superhero movies and stuff is
yeah,
like when it's a little too fake. I mean,
no.
obviously this is fake, but it's re you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like this one
Like
so far, at least it's not like I don't even know if the Batman is gonna be in it or if there's any
yeah.
superhero. Like just watching this, it's just about like it's really just like crime in New
Mhm.
York City or Gotham or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like it has nothing to do with, at least so far, like any superhero or like this
Mhm.
could be a real story, like
Right.
so.
And that's why for me, The Dark Knight was like my favorite because it was so much more like real, quote unquote. Like not
Yeah.
real, but it's like something more I could believe. I don't know
Oh
exactly.
yeah. No, like yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not like Superman like flying around.
It's like
Like in reality,
like here's my powers, like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So I would say that's a B plus, but it's like very good.
Oh, that's
Um
solid.
and then one last show that I just started and I'm almost done with that I think you would probably like too. Nobody Wants This.
Yes, with it was made by Sarah and Aaron Foster.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And Kristen Bell and
Kristen
is
Bell
that
and
Adam
Adam
Brody?
Brody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. My mom basically was just like, "Oh, this is so about like because it's like centered around being Jewish because he's a rabbi, and so
Hmm.
like it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know what to expect, but it's good. Like I wouldn't say it's like the best show I've ever seen, but it's just like a kind of fun little
Yeah.
show. And
I'm excited for that one.
yeah, it is funny, especially like I guess I can relate to certain things just because I am Jewish, but
Hmm.
it's good, and I think he's really good. I don't know why, but I just have never been the biggest Kristen Bell fan. I don't know why. Like
Really?
I don't like dislike her. She just doesn't. I don't know what it is, but
Mm.
I'll still give this show. I'll give it a B minus right now. I think I have like a couple episodes left, but it's just like one of those like lighthearted shows. Um, and it's also funny because I feel like there's so many shows now where like the main person in the show has a podcast, and Kristen Bell, that's like her
Yeah.
job is like having
I,
they actually had a
well, it's
line in the show about Call Her Daddy, which I was like, I did like a double take because she was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm not trying to be a spin-off, call her daddy. And the other girl was like, oh, what, you don't want a $60 million Spotify
Oh
deal? It
my
was so like
God.
specific. And I'm like, did she
It's so
pay
like
them to have
meta
that?
kind of. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So like close to home. But no, I mean it is about like not fully, but like Erin Foster. Like, she has a podcast and
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and she converted for her husband, like a lot
Yeah.
of
Remember
that.
she came on in LA that
Oh,
one
I'm
time.
sorry.
Oh, wait,
Sarah
wait.
Foster came on ours,
Well, yeah,
right?
you had two.
No, we had Erin or Sarah. I
You had
think we had.
both.
Oh, we had both of them?
Yeah. You had the two sisters.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch that. Is that all you watched?
That is all I watched. Yeah.
Those are good ones. Yeah, I
I think
actually,
that, yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Brad Pitt George Clooney movie, is that out on Apple TV? Like, I think it got somewhat good reviews. I want to watch that. I might watch that. Yeah, Wolves. It's out on, yeah. Maybe I'll watch that later.
yeah, yeah. I feel like you gave me some good recommendations there, though. I'm actually really interested in The Penguin.
You should watch it.
More interested than I thought I would be, but I'm definitely interested in that, and I
Yeah,
want
if you go in, just like watch it as its like own thing and not like it's part of like the
to.
Batman universe.
Right. Exactly. I think that's it. I think that's what I would like, is like pretending it's its own thing, which it basically is anyway.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's everything we watched this week.